Hey friends, welcome back to one more interesting video. So friends, today we are going to discuss on understanding any prediction. Okay, I have told a few, I have explained about few yogas which happen and which is very helpful in, giving you a lot of success in life and all that. Okay, so that is one aspect where we understand that like how yogas give results and all that. So today I'm going to explain you how to understand the prediction. Okay, like at times we have, all of us have, okay, some kind of experience that when we visit any astrologer and we try to understand like what is there in the chart and when we will be getting the desired results. Okay, so the predictions they would have given that this is going to happen in this much year or this is what you are going to get or something. Okay, I'm saying that personal consultation when we visit to some astrologer. Okay, so we would have experienced that like a few of the things would come true and few of the things may not have. Okay, so just I'm trying to give you some idea or which will really help to understand like why things won't happen the way we want them. Okay, two things actually happen. Okay, so one is we may not have we may never have thought that we would be getting this much of success. Okay, the other thing is the other way. Okay, like we would have thought that we would be getting so much of huge success or something, which will be extraordinary and all that, but that may not happen or that may take some time to happen. Okay, so friends, to understand that we have to see that all the time when this horoscope or the chart which is there for any person, it's unique. Okay, it's the way we have this, anywhere when we are differentiating things we have a unique ID. Okay, which is there, which does not match with anything or anybody's ID. Okay, that's what we known as unique ID. Okay, so the same way this chart is also so unique that it will the one person's chart will never meet with other person chart. Okay, that is very different. Even though I'll tell you, for example, let's say lot of lot of childbirth happens in the same hospital where the location remains the same. Okay, and more or less the child birth happens within the similar time of gap of 15 minutes or 20 minutes. Okay, but any lagna which has a certain time, so even though the child is born in the same place. Okay, may the timing may be something different, but if you see that there is a lot of difference which will come when we open the charts. Okay, so there'll be difference because as I told, this is a unique thing which is made out of our karma. Okay, and astrology is all about predicting on the possibilities based on the probabilities. Okay, what do we have here, right? So first thing when we see, I'll tell you a couple of things, and moreover, like the part is here is like people always have the habit of thinking that when we see daily something known as Rashifal or something, they see that what do their sign says how the day will be. Okay, and moreover, like we see that how the year would be. Okay, or how this month will be. Okay, so that's how. So, with all due respect to all those astrologers, I don't have anything to say on any astrologer, or because I'm a believer of the science, so I have a lot of respect for anyone who predicts those things. Okay, so I'm not saying that, but all I'm saying is we must understand that thousands of people would have the same Rashi. Thousand is a very small number. Okay, even I don't want to use, but millions of people would have the same Rashi. Okay, so can we think that all those people born on those same Rashi will have the same result? No, it's not. It's not going to happen in that way. Okay. So, predicting that's a very generic prediction. Okay, that's general, like based on the planets how they are moving. Okay, the condition it is done based on the charts in the condition. Yes, all these prediction videos also include that we must understand that what is the condition or what is the dasha we are going in the chart. Okay, So let's understand. First of all, there are few 3 to 4 important things when we are looking at the chart. Okay, the first thing is what is the ascendant? Okay, what is the ascendant? What is the nakshatra? And what is the moon sign? Three things here. Okay, as I told, first thing is this ascendant. Okay, second thing is in which nakshatra this person is born, and the third thing is moon, how moon chart. Okay, so basically all these predictions which happens daily basis predictions or monthly predictions or annual predictions, whatever we can say, all these happens only with the help of moon chart. Okay, I don't think it should happen with ascendant. Okay, having said that, like people can have own views. I don't want to interfere on that. Okay, anyone can have their view. Okay, that's okay, but ideally like it has the moon chart which should have which should be a part of the predictions. Okay, because ascendant will never undergo with the period of which is very known thing in astrology, that is known as sadisati or dhaya or something, which is said that Saturn's periods and all that. Okay, so that never happens if the person is going through any ascendant, because ascendant is fixed thing. Okay, so here the important part is what moon chart, based on that moon chart, that prediction is done. Okay, so here, so why I told about this ascendant and nakshatra is, I will tell you, because every ascendant has a karaka part of the planet. Okay, which is known as the planets which are favorable for that ascendant and the planets which are unfavorable mm, with the with that ascendant. Okay, why it happens is because whenever any planet, okay, the lord of the houses, okay, if the planet is not having a very good houses with it, it is not considered as an auspicious planet for you. Okay, so when we see in this way, suppose let's say for this particular if we go with this Kalpurush Kundali or Aries ascendant. Okay, so here it is known as ascendant. So ascendant lord here is Mars, right? So ascendant lord here is Mars. Okay, so Mars is very friendly with Sun. Mars is very friendly with Jupiter. Okay, so they are friends, but Mars may not be very friendly with Venus. Mars may not be very friendly with Saturn, or Mars may not be very friendly with, at times moon also depends on, Mercury also depends, but Mars is very good, goes well with Sun or it goes well with Jupiter. That is the three of them have are in one side of this chart. Okay, so that is why, so any house which is given to either a Sun or which is owned by either Sun or by Jupiter, that will be known as the benefic planets for Aries ascendant. Okay, suppose we move or go towards Aries ascendant, Taurus ascendant also. So then the Venus will come into the this Lagna house. Okay, so Venus when becomes the ascendant lord, so other houses will be we can go in the same direction, and here Saturn will be getting some more important houses. Okay, that will be ninth and 10th houses. Saturn will have. Okay, Mercury will have second and fifth houses, even though it has second house, but fifth house is also there. So it is known as a very auspicious. You know, so Mercury and Saturn are considered to be more auspicious in this one. Okay, so why I'm saying this is why, because the fact lies here is, and also the nakshatra part. Why I told you, a person is born under any nakshatra will then the mahadasha for that person will start. Okay, so the mahadasha then the corresponding dashas will run for that person. Okay, so let's say for example any person who is born under any, let's take an example of Uttara Bhadrapada. Okay, that is one of the nakshatra which is owned by Saturn. Okay, so any person who is born in Uttara Bhadrapada nakshatra will the Mahadasha of Sun will start. Okay, so once the Sun Mahadasha is over, then that further goes to next Mahadasha. Okay, so first it will be Saturn Mahadasha, Okay, Saturn post that. I'm sorry, maybe I may have made some mistake in the previous sentence, but Saturn, suppose that starts with Saturn Mahadasha, then it will go with Mercury Mahadasha, then it will go with Ketu, then it will go with Venus, and then it may go with Sun. Okay, so these are very long Mahadashas. Okay, so the entire thing depends only when we need to understand what ascendant the person is in, and if that ascendant has all these mahadasas as karaka dasas or akaraka dashas. Okay, I mean to say favorable or unfavorable. Okay, see, when let's say, take for example one more example. Okay, let's say a person is born born in any of these nakshatra which is owned by Mars. Okay, so let's understand, maybe we can go with Mrigshira. Okay, Mrigshira is one of the nakshatra which is owned by Mars. So Mars will start. Okay, Mars will, once Mars will complete, that will go to Rahu. Okay, Rahu is a Mahadasha of near around near around 20 years, I will tell. Okay, because it's very long dasha, and it's unless until Rahu is well placed, that will be a lot of things will be happening in Rahu Mahadasha. Okay, but we are not going to into that. Okay, so after that they'll have the Jupiter Mahadasha. After that there will be Saturn Mahadasha. Okay, so here we can see that for this, when we have to see again the ascendant. Okay, let's say the person is born under Virgo ascendant. Okay, so Virgo ascendant will have, okay, will can have your Saturn Mahadasha is one of the Yogakaraka Mahadashas. Why? Because Saturn owns fifth and the sixth house when it goes with Virgo ascendant, right? So there we can see that the person may have that is favorable Mahadasha which is coming for the person, right? I'm talking about planetary Mahadasha here. Okay, that is plays a very important role. Okay, let's say a person is born in Leo ascendant. Okay, person is born in Leo ascendant, and suppose the person will be getting a Jupiter Mahadasha of 16 years. Okay, it can be in the mid of the life, it can be start of the life, or it can be towards the end of the life. But that Jupiter Mahadasha will be very favorable for that Leo ascendant person. Why? Because this is Yoga Karaka Dasha, right? So ascendant, Leo ascendant is, ascendant Lord is Sun, okay, and the Jupiter Mahadasha when it comes into effect. And if if the nakshatra is also having, that Mahadasha is also coming in between, then it will give fantastic results to that person. Okay, so that is where exactly thing lies. So many things are coming into this consideration. Okay, moon chart will come into consideration to see that whether what is the condition of the moon, that is first thing. Okay, and the other thing is what is the if in moon chart also there are some few benefic yogas are created, or there is any yoga which is very good yoga which is created to moon and with other planet. Okay, that is one thing. The second thing is, like when we see that, if when we want to understand that whether the person is going to tough phase of sadhasati or something, also the moon sign only will be helpful for us, or and other things are also very important with the moon chart. Okay, but ascendant, nakshatra, and this moon chart are three important factors to understand, like how the person's life will be, or what is the direction. Because at times we would have seen that a lot of nakshatra will have specific results. Okay, so the nakshatra also has age wise predictions to understand that what will be the direction of that person's life. It shows the wealth of the person, it shows other benefic aspects of that person also. So friends, I will continue this series more, and I will discuss further on to understand more about these things, because this will clarify and this will give an idea like how it works. So I hope this video is helpful for you. I'll continue the same in my next video. So thank you so much for watching these videos, and if you really like the video, please like and subscribe to the channel so that I can make more interesting videos. So thank you so much for watching this video, friends. Bye bye.